Apple. Seriously? Tim Cook. Seriously. I think Apple just trolled us this week. What up, everyone? It's Raphael here. AppleAddress, AppleAddress.com. The rumors suggested that the invites to Apple's spring event would be shared on Tuesday, March 1st.
Man, I'm surprised there is no Apple event notification or invites today. I mean, usually history would suggest that if Apple is going to have an event that's rumored to be next week on Tuesday, that we would get invites, but no invites, nothing, no notification, no announcement of the spring event. So the question is, are they having one in the spring this month, or will it be in April? We'll find out.
Well, the internet went crazy. Everyone's patiently waiting in front of their desktop, laptops, phones. No invites. So Apple's like, okay, all you leakers out there, everybody's guessing when our invites are going to go out. Guess what? They're going to go out the next day. The very next day, right? Which is exciting. Now we have an Apple event. We have an Apple event. People at first thought they were fake, right? But some reputable sources on YouTube and others out there on Twitter, especially Greg Wozniak or Joswiak. Joswiak. When Joswiak tweets, then you know it's legit. Every year those invites are scrutinized. They're highly scrutinized. Every detail on the invite, what little nuggets we could get out of the invite, everyone is dissecting the invite every year, without fail. Because those little hints inside of the invite will give us some indication of what we're going to see during the Apple event, but more on that later. Now, the Apple Spring events since 2020, right, when COVID hit, their virtual spring events have been awesome. I know it takes away from the in-person events where you hear the crowd, you hear the cheering, but the actual cinematography in the spring virtual events, or all of the events, have been outstanding. It's amazing, the camera work that they put into days, probably weeks, to upload these videos, which we'll see next week. So the spring event, let's look at last spring. April 20th, it was the spring loaded event. It was an excellent event. We got new iMacs in different colors. iPad Pro with the M1 chip, which is crazy to put the M1 chip in the iPad. Then the iPhone 12 was released in purple in a new color, right? Which is probably what they'll probably do this spring, but we'll talk about that later. The long-awaited AirTags and an updated Apple TV. Now, fast forward to September 14th event, and it was the California streaming. Another great virtual event. Camera work outstanding in that event. Just drone shots. I don't even know how if they use drones, but drone shots everywhere, all over the landscape of California. It was awesome. So what was released in that event? So you had the new iPhone 13 Pro models were introduced, which I upgraded from the 10 to the 13 Pro, so it was a great upgrade. You had the Apple Watch 7, which was interesting. The rumors about the Apple Watch 7 was interesting and funny at the same time because almost everyone got that rumor wrong. Mark Gurman from Bloomberg, he came out. Also, John Prosser. It was this squared off design, right? And when I first looked at it, I was like, I don't know if I want to buy that. That doesn't look good to me. The form factor of the Apple Watch now, the way it is, looks really good, right? So it was refreshing to see what they actually released during that event, which was this model here, right? The same rounded, but what was interesting was as well is the curvature of the glass over the case, where if you look at the right angles, you could see the dial, the numbers. That was not leaked, which was a welcoming surprise during that event. So I immediately said, oh yeah, I'm upgrading my 4 to the 7. So that was a great little surprise in that event. So what else was released? The iPad mini. The iPad mini looks so portable. It just looks right. It feels right. It fits in your hand. This new model, you can use your Apple Pencil. So that was a good release. October 18th event. What was the title of that event? Unleashed, right? That was where Apple took the internet by storm with their new M1 chip. They came out with the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. It was crazy. They put those chips in the MacBook Pro laptops. New design, more ports, a professional's dream because it's portable, and you had videographers, camera guys, people that do YouTube, that upload a lot of video, want to do it in a very efficient and quick manner. This was the laptop for them, right? And also that was released in that event was the HomePod Mini, right? Which, I'm sorry, the HomePod just doesn't do it for me, and we all know why. So I won't go into that. Here we are, next week, March 8th, peak performance. Before I get into the rumor of what we should expect, let's discuss the invite itself. All right, so Apple can get a little cryptic with their invite. All of their invites mean something. So think back, remember years ago, they would literally tell you in their invite what they were going to release. So you knew what to expect. So for example, March 2nd, 2011 invite. Remember that? The date of the invite is displayed on the invite with the calendar kind of peeled away at the corner, showing you a peek at the new 2nd generation iPad, which I still have. It's a pretty good model. It was a Model 2. I didn't get the Model 1, so I got the Model 2. And still works. Slow, but it still works. Still running the old software system. Over the years, Apple changed the invites to add mystery. To add a little mystery. Apple has prided themselves in keeping everything secret to be able to release the products on their own terms, right? To limit the leaks. Peak performance. What does that mean? What does the 3D graphics and the video of the logo mean? Well, peak performance could mean a beefier chip for the 3rd generation iPhone SE, which is rumored to have the 5G, same design with a few key features, longer battery life, a better camera improvements, and a faster A15 chip. This one is going to get the A15 chip. Just recently, Kuo Ming Chi also posted to his Twitter account, which he doesn't do a lot, some very interesting news about the iPhone SE. He basically confirmed the majority of the rumors today, mass production happening this month for the iPhone SE. 25 to 30 million estimated shipped. This phone is going to do very well. Storage capacity. This is very interesting. No one else has come out with this, I don't think. 64, 128, 256 gigs. Colors. Kind of similar to last year. Same form factors last year. So you got white, black, red. But here's what's interesting about the iPhone SE. The price point. Could Apple start the price point at its regular price? I want to say it's $399. There's been rumors out there that they would drop it to $199. Can you imagine an iPhone SE being $200? If they do that, they're going to sell more. They're going to ship more than 25 to 30. They're going to have to make more phones if they sell it at that price. If Apple drops that price, it's going to be mass hysteria in the streets. People are going to be going out because you have to look at it like this. A lot of people are not like maybe you and I. Those of you that are watching this, you're a iPhone Pro Max type person. But a lot of majority of people out there only want what they actually need out of a phone, which is to take calls. Can I check email? Can I get on the internet? Right? All that extra, and battery life is big. And all that extra power and video capabilities and camera, one of the best cameras around, they don't need all that. So this phone is going to sell a lot of units. Apple's going to sell a lot of units with this phone. Back to the invite. Peak performance could also refer to a beefier chip in the 5th generation iPad Air, which is rumored to come out, right? Also with the 5G connectivity, same design, form factor, with a few key iPad features, which is the center stage, longer battery life, camera improvements, faster chip. This iPad is also rumored to get the A15 chip, same price point. Haven't heard any differences with the price point for the iPad Air. Peak performance could also refer to a new Mac Mini, with rumors suggesting a new name. Now this just came out, Mac Studio. Mac Mini, but called Mac Studio. And the reason they're going to call it Mac Studio, in my mind, is they're putting a faster M1 chip in it, right? M1 Max, and possibly a variant of the M1 Pro chip, right? So it's going to have more GPU, more neural engine cores, more I/O. Everyone's been yelling about the I/O. What if Apple gives us a peek at the M2 chip, right? Will they put it in the Mac Mini or the Mac Studio, whatever they decide to call it? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the peak performance is referring to basically we're going to give you a sneak peek at all the performances in the iPhone, the iPad Air, but do you also think that peak performance could mean they're going to introduce the M2 chip? Finally, I'm hoping we'll see a new dedicated Apple monitor. That's been rumored, right? And it just recently came out that they're going to call the monitor a studio monitor. If the rumors are true, they're going to have a studio Mac and a studio monitor. That could be awesome. With an A13 chip in the monitor. We could see a new MacBook. I don't see them doing another MacBook with a M1 Max or M1 Pro, but it could happen. But also, one more thing, and this is also what I think the invite, if you look at the invite, if you look at the video of the invite, AR, VR headset. Now they won't release or give a release date, but they'll give us a peek at the AR, VR headset. That would be awesome for a one more thing. It's springtime, right? So look for Apple to also, with the iPad Airs, it's going to be a lot of colors. They're going to have several new colors of the iPad Air. That's possibly what the 3D graphic of the invite means as well. I'm sure Apple will also present, as I mentioned earlier, a new spring color to the iPhone 13 variants. And let's see, last year they did purple, a purple iPhone 12. This year, who knows, they might do iPhone 13 in yellow. I can't see them doing the same purple color. They're gonna choose another color. So let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on the cryptic invite? What do you think are a for sure product release, your guesses, and your product wishes? My product wish is a 27-inch iMac, whether it's just a regular 27-inch iMac with the new form factor or a 27-inch iMac Pro. Well, that's it, everyone. Please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys after the event. Peace out.